Few figures in the history of professional wrestling have ever been as awe-inspiring and larger-than-life as Andre the Giant. Standing at over 7 feet tall and weighing more than 500 pounds, he was a true anomaly, a real-life giant who left an indelible mark on the wrestling industry. Andre's presence, both in and out of the ring, commanded attention and respect, creating a shadow over the early years of WWE that remains unmatched. Despite his immense size and the larger-than-life persona he cultivated, Andre the Giant's story is not just about the glitz and glamour of his wrestling career. It is also a tale of a man who was as human as anyone else, despite his extraordinary appearance. Born Andre René Roux-Simoff on May 19, 1946, in the small town of Coulommiers, Seine-et-Marne, France, Andre was destined for greatness from a young age. His parents, Boris and Marion Roux-Simoff, were immigrants from Eastern Europe, with his father standing at 6 and his mother at a modest 5. Despite their relatively average statures, Andre exhibited early signs of gigantism, a genetic disorder caused by an excess of growth hormones. By the age of 12, Andre had already outgrown his peers, standing at an impressive 6'8". His father believed that Andre's extraordinary height came from his own side of the family, claiming that his grandfather was also a giant, standing at 7'8". While his early years were marked by his rapidly growing frame, Andre sought a normal life. He left school at the age of 14. Believing he had learned all he needed to know to work as a farmer, Andre never aspired to be more than a simple rural Frenchman, working the land like his father before him. However, life had other plans for the young giant. By the time he was 16, Andre had grown to 6', and his immense size made it difficult for him to find work that could accommodate his frame. Despite his jovial and gentle nature, which endeared him to the people in his hometown, Andre faced constant challenges due to his size. At the age of 18, Andre made the bold decision to move to Paris, where he came under the tutelage of a local wrestling promoter who saw the potential in the young giant. During the day, he worked as a mover to make ends meet, and at night he trained to become a professional wrestler. He began wrestling under the name Giant Fer, a nod to the Picardy region's folklore about a giant named Fer. Andre started making a name for himself in Paris and the surrounding areas, but his earnings were meager. Andre's fortunes changed when he met Frank Valois, a Canadian promoter who took him under his wing and brought him to wrestle in different countries across Europe. Valois recognized Andre's unique appeal and helped him gain international exposure. In 1970, Andre made his debut in Japan, where he won the Iwaiwa World Tag Team Championship with Michael Nador. It was also during this time that Japanese doctors diagnosed Andre with gigantism, explaining his massive frame and unusual appearance. At the age of 25, Andre moved to Montreal, Canada, where he quickly became a sensation. He sold out arenas and captivated audiences with his incredible size and surprising agility. His success caught the attention of Vincent J. McMahon, the founder of the Worldwide Wrestling Federation WWF, later known as WWF and now WWE. McMahon saw the potential to turn Andre into a worldwide attraction and suggested billing him as Andre the Giant. He advised Andre to focus on using his size to his advantage, discouraging him from performing common wrestling moves that smaller wrestlers used. McMahon wanted to present Andre as an unstoppable force, an immovable giant who no one could defeat. To prevent overexposure, McMahon had Andre travel extensively, making him a global attraction. This strategy worked, and Andre the Giant became one of the most famous wrestlers in the world. In 1973, he made his debut with the WWF, winning a handicap match and solidifying his status as an unbeatable force. While he continued to wrestle outside of the WWF, he remained undefeated under McMahon's banner, becoming the most recognizable wrestler of the 1970s. According to the Los Angeles Times, Andre's feats of strength were often exaggerated to enhance his larger-than-life persona. Liked what you saw? Smash that like button and let us know you want more content like this. By 1974, Andre the Giant had become the highest-paid wrestler in history, earning an average of $400,000 annually, equivalent to around $2.5 million today. Dubbed the eighth wonder of the world, Andre's fame grew as he traveled the globe, wrestling in various promotions and captivating audiences everywhere he went. However, life was not without its challenges for the Giant. His massive size made everyday tasks difficult, and he struggled to fit into regular-sized spaces. According to Sports Illustrated, Terry Todd, who traveled with Andre, recounted how the Giant had to contort himself in taxis and needed special airplane seats to travel comfortably. Despite his fame and fortune, Andre's size came with significant drawbacks. He once lamented that he would give all the money in the world to spend just one day as an average-sized man. Behind the larger-than-life persona, Andre was a gentle giant who often cried when people bullied him for his size. He understood that his extraordinary stature was both a blessing and a curse. While it made him a star, it also prevented him from enjoying a normal life. To cope with the physical pain caused by his gigantism and the pressures of fame, Andre turned to alcohol. Andre's drinking habits became legendary in the wrestling world. He reportedly drank 6 bottles of wine before matches to numb the pain and admitted on the David Letterman show that he once drank 117 beers in one sitting. His alcohol tolerance was the stuff of legend, with stories of him drinking 156 beers in one sitting and racking up a $40,000 tab while filming the movie The Princess Bride. His drinking was not just a vice, it was his way of coping with the immense physical and emotional pain he endured. Don't miss out on our next video. Subscribe now and stay updated with all our latest and greatest. Despite his personal struggles, Andre continued to be a major draw in the wrestling world. His feud with Hulk Hogan in the 1980s was one of the most iconic in wrestling history. Hogan, a rising star with a combination of size, strength, agility, and charisma, became the perfect rival for Andre. Their feud reached its peak at WrestleMania 1987 in a match dubbed the Battle of the Giants. Andre, who had been undefeated for 15 years in the WWF, agreed to be the heel to Hogan's babyface. In one of the most memorable moments in wrestling history, Hogan body slammed Andre and ended his undefeated streak, cementing his own status as a wrestling legend. After his historic match with Hogan, Andre continued to wrestle, but his health was deteriorating rapidly. He aligned himself with Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, and played a key role in DiBiase's attempt to buy the WWF Championship. In 1988, Andre defeated Hogan in a controversial match to win the WWF Championship, ending Hogan's 1,474-day title reign. However, instead of keeping the title, Andre sold it to DiBiase, making it clear that he had no desire to carry the burden of being the champion due to his declining health. Andre's condition worsened as he continued to wrestle. His massive frame and weight took a toll on his joints, causing immense pain. He began to rely more heavily on alcohol to dull the pain, and his matches became shorter as he struggled to move around the ring. By the early 1990s, Andre had become a shell of his former self. He appeared mainly in tag team matches and made sporadic appearances for WWF, often serving to put over younger talent. In 1991, Andre retired from professional wrestling, marking the end of an era. His body had endured too much, and he could no longer perform at the level he once did. Despite his retirement, Andre remained a beloved figure in the wrestling world. His contributions to the industry were honored when he became the first inductee into the WWF Hall of Fame in 1993. Tragedy struck soon after Andre's retirement. His father passed away, prompting Andre to return to France for the funeral. While in his hometown, he spent time with friends playing cards before returning to his hotel in Paris. Sadly, he never woke up. Andre the Giant died on January 28, 1993, at the age of 46 from congestive heart failure, a complication of his untreated gigantism. Andre's death was a significant loss to the wrestling world, but his legacy lived on. He was survived by his only child, Robin Christensen Rusimov, whom he had met only a few times due to his demanding career. Despite his personal struggles and the challenges he faced, Andre left an enduring legacy that continues to inspire wrestling fans and wrestlers alike. In honor of Andre's impact on the industry, WWE established the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal in 2014. This annual event, held during WrestleMania weekend, awards the winner with the Andre the Giant Memorial Trophy, ensuring that his memory lives on in the hearts of wrestling fans. Andre the Giant's story is one of triumph and tragedy, of a man who was larger than life in every sense. He captivated audiences around the world, bringing joy and excitement to millions. Yet behind the scenes, he grappled with the physical and emotional toll of his condition. His story is a reminder of the complexities of fame and the humanity of those who seem larger than life. Andre the Giant will always be remembered as one of the greatest figures in professional wrestling history, a gentle giant who, despite his struggles, left an indelible mark on the world of sports entertainment. Subscribe for more epic wrestling stories and updates. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up.